We are breaking the chains that are fastened upon us by the legs of youth, and we will assert our interests with yours, and that's how we sit, all right? Oh, here's your exam. In case you didn't pass this already, just pass it around. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Next is my vows. Please state your name and place of residence for the record.
My name is Samaya Dawood. I'm a human rights activist from Phoenix, and I'm here to advocate for justice for Antonio Arce, a 14-year-old brown kid who was murdered by Tempe police, shot in the back while unarmed. Antonio is part of a long pattern of vicious police violence, mostly targeting black and brown people. And already this year alone, in Maricopa County, there's been numerous people murdered by the police, and it needs to stop. This is a pattern that needs to stop. I have several demands here for the Tempe City Manager to fire Officer Hain for the murder of Antonio Arce, and to fire Tempe Police Chief Sylvia Moore for endorsing brutal policing and protecting violent officers, and for the Tempe City Council to provide the Tempe Police Civilian Review Board with the power to subpoena and to hire and fire police officers. Also to rename Spa Park to Antonio Arce Memorial Park, and a fully transparent investigation into the wrongful death of Antonio Arce. I also want to mention, aside from these demands, that, a bunch of us came here trying to speak to you a month ago today on the 28th of February. You guys walked out on us, and it's like we couldn't even speak to you, so a bunch of us marched. 4 of us were violently arrested by Tempe police. I was one of them. This is complete and blatant political repression. It's a political attack because you guys don't want to hold your police officers accountable. It's unacceptable. So I'm demanding that you guys, hold your police accountable, hold yourselves accountable. We are the people here. And we're demanding justice. We have to change this. We've got to stop this police violence that's constantly harming our communities. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Dennis West. And on deck is Nico. Nico's on deck.
Yeah, thanks for making me talk in public. I hate this, but I have 2 flyers for you. I have, let's see, 11 people murdered. 11 people murdered in the state of Arizona by police in 2019 alone. Like, it's 3 months into 2019, and we killed 11 people. Every single one of you who hasn't done something about this, which is all of you, has blood on your hands, especially the officer who actually killed Antonio, a 14-year-old who was running away. A 14-year-old, as a kid, he murdered a child. So once again, I'm going to reiterate the demands. Fire the officer who murdered a child. Fire the chief who keeps apologizing for that officer and refuses to hold her officers accountable. Provide the Civilian Review Board with the power to subpoena, hire, and fire police officers. The least you can do, honestly. Rename Spa Park to Antonio Arce Memorial Park in his honor. And a fully transparent investigation. We haven't heard anything at all. What's happening? Tell us. We want to know.
Thank you. Nico. Following Nico is on deck is going to be Darren Barrett.
Hi, my name is Nico. I'm actually a resident of Tempe. I'm here with my community to demand justice for Antonio, for killer cops to be held accountable. As we continue to call out for a system that allows for a child to be shot directly in the back while fleeing, and why we should be critical of a system that continues to kill black and brown kids with zero accountability. A system that demands that we follow legality, but then does not set the same example for themselves and only applies to people without power. And they continue to bend that narrative of legality to suit whatever narrative the police use to justify their own criminality, which is what we saw last city council meeting with the arrest of 4 protesters who intent. We want full transparency, which should have been the basis of comparison for justice in general the first time around, and here we are a third time, and we still don't see a full transparency for that investigation. We want Officer, what is it, Jane?
Fine.
Fine. To be fired. We still want Chief of Police Sylvia to be fired for endorsing police brutality and protecting violent officers. And we want the park across from Antonio's to be renamed and his honor and respect and power to his family. Thank you.
Thank you. Next was Christina Green.
What is you doing?
Yeah, Mark, you
Or
said
Darren, I'm sorry, Darren's up. I didn't say that.
I'm Darian from Tempe. As you know, I was one of the 4 people arrested a month ago today. I'm here to speak on the demands that we have in the case of Antonio Arce. Fire Officer Hine, for the murder of Antonio Arce, did not allow him to be hired by another precinct or any other job that allows a deadly weapon in his hand, and fire Sylvia Moyer to not be allowed to be chief of any other police department or work for any police department. I'd like to see Tempe Police Civilian Review Board with the power to subpoena and hire and fire police officers, like I said, without the right to apply for another police department. Rename the soft park to Antonio Arce Memorial. It's bad enough that a family already has to go to the graveyard to see and have that feeling of presence of Antonio Arce and their feelings and their heart. I would like to see Soft Park renamed to Antonio Arce Memorial so that family could just walk down the street and feel the love of Antonio Arce, feel the love of the community. I would also like a fully transparent investigation into the wrongful death of Antonio Arce. Like I said at the first meeting, this isn't the first officer that I know of that has killed an unarmed teen. Yes, he had a BB gun, but it wasn't lethal. He was killed. The blind spot that this officer claimed he ran into was not even big enough to be a blind spot. Lieutenant Edward O'Met, the officer who killed Dalvin Hollins on July 27, 2016, retired within months of killing Dalvin. And we didn't hear an update in this case until the year anniversary. And I'll be damned if we see an update on this case a year later, Sylvia. So step up. Bill Montgomery needs to step up and do your job because unarmed teens are being killed. You got that, Sylvia?
Thank you. Next is Christina Green. Following Christina is Joshua Buff.
My name's Christina Green. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, and you know why I'm up here. I am up here to protest, to denounce the officer who murdered Antonio Arce and all of you who have not done anything about it, so you're all complicit. Anyways, I'm going to just repeat all the demands that the community has: to fire and arrest Chief Sylvia Moore, fire and arrest Officer Joseph, whatever his name is, like, rename Bob Park, Antonio Arce Park, and to give the civilian review board fire and subpoena power over the hire, cops. This is like, here's the thing, like these demands are so minimum. This is like the bare minimum. This is like a bare standard. Like if I was working at McDonald's or something and I ended up, I don't know, killing somebody while I was frying chicken nuggets with my frying pan or whatever. I would be in prison forever You know what I mean? And like, you're a cop, like a freaking cop, murders a kid, a 14-year-old boy, and it's just like, he's on paid leave. Like, this is like vacation. I would love to have paid leave for any job I had. You know, so it's just, this is like the bare minimum. This is just like the bare minimum. I know I'm like a pico commie, I'm the radical, you know, but this is just the bare minimum. Like, this is just it. And we're not gonna go away. We're gonna be here again and again. Just do the bare minimum. Just the bare minimum. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Ms. Weaver. Next is Joshua Bell. And then after Joshua, we got Orion.
My name is Joshua, and I'm from the city, and I'm here because I'm extremely disappointed in the city council, and especially you, Councilmember Kuby. I know you came to Young Democrats, and you gave a whole talk about how you're super progressive, but you still failed to show that throughout this entire ordeal. You have failed to do anything of a great responsibility. You are the vice mayor. You have more pull than you like to admit your power around here. You can influence things around here. You all have the duty to do that. But you, someone who tries to be a champion, who proclaims to be a champion of progressivism, should be especially doing that going through the week. You might be the badass of the week, but really you're the elephant in the room.
Oh.
I demand that Officer Hain be fired for the murder of Antonio Arce. I demand that Sylvia Moore be fired for her handling of this case. I demand that Bob Park be renamed Antonio Arce Park. And I demand that the Civilian Review Board has hiring, firing, and subpoena powers. These are honestly very simple demands, and it shouldn't be too much for a progressive champion like you, Gordon.
Following Orion, we got Tyler Levens.
Hello, my name is Orion DeFranco. I reside in here, Arizona. I can see the frustration on several of the faces of these issues are brought up. I here am also to discuss the murder of Antonio Arce. I hope we are able to, in response to that frustration, convey our frustration. With the response to the murder of a 14-year-old child on behalf of a law enforcement officer, insisting solely of wait for the report, wait for the report, wait for the report. We don't want there to be another report and another report after this about more children murdered in the city of Tempe on the hands of police officers. The other response we receive is we can't do this. The law prevents us from doing this. Legally prevents us from doing this. Council policy prevents us from speaking on this issue. I guess all we are asking for is at least one member of this council to provide some semblance of political courage, some willingness to grow beyond this sense of remaining strictly in the hands of the status quo and refusing to speak the concerns of this community. I would reiterate the demands that have been made previously: the firing of Officer Ryan, the murder of Antonio Arce, the firing of Police Chief Sylvia Moore for endorsing, as has already been reiterated, brutal policing and the murder of this child. As has been said, we'd like to see the Civilian Review Board have supreme power, the ability to fire police officers. We'd like to rename Swan Park to Antonio Arce Park in his memory in order to commemorate the life of a child that was distinguished far beyond his times. As well as a fully transparent investigation into this wrongful death. I understand when you say that there are certain things that you cannot do with regard to this report, but a family has lost their son, and they will never see him again, ever. And so I guess what we're hoping for is that you will at least speak to that in a way that conveys some sort of human emotion. Thank you.
They are not people. Tyler? Tyler Evans? William Robles?
Mayor, Council, I'm really close on Chicago, I think about it for you. I know you know that very well. First thing I want to bring up is the roundabout that we've been talking about for a few years. I keep asking to the council, what do you guys want to do about the roundabout on Grove Parkway at East Garden? Also, the I can't mention names. I don't want people to get fired on council about it. The Spanish solidarity with the Arce. I know firsthand because I do talk about this. I do a lot of news. What happened to the Tempe police in Guadalupe. When you guys come to Guadalupe, you guys are real aggressive. You guys don't come in one per car. You guys come in two. A lot of people in Guadalupe, not too happy the way you guys come to business in Guadalupe. I'm asking, I mean, that, and politely way demanding that she does approach Guadalupe more better and more nicer. And when we try to talk to you guys, what's going on, that I was a couple months ago, they told me, get out of here. That was very rude. You have to tell your officers to calm down and talk to the people the correct way. Thank you.
Next is Megan Salcido. Megan,
I give my time to Zara.
Megan Mercedes Salcido, or Sarah Gola.
They gave their time to someone else.
Ceded their time to Zara.
The next person, Sarah.
Yeah, sorry.
Michael, can you grab me my book? And now we going up one right after another. So where's our?
Can you state, are you sorry, right?
Yes.
Okay, this is for you, sorry.
Megan also see.
Megan's gonna have to come up and speak.
What's that?
Megan's gonna have to come up.
She gave her time up to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We can do that. We have done that.
Okay,
just let her speak.
that's fine.
So, I'm Sarah. I live and work in Tempe. I'm a PhD student, and I live by the matter of Phoenix Metro. And I want to speak to first why Megan gave her time to me. She was Antonio Arce's girlfriend. There are a group of 8th graders here because of what happened. You guys are failing to acknowledge the psychological impact that this middle school is going to have. These kids should not be learning about civic engagement because their friend is murdered. That's what we're dealing with here. They don't feel safe to come up here, and they don't feel like you're listening to them. Mayor, at the youth town hall, you said you want kids' voices to be heard, and you know what the 8th graders told me? How are their voices supposed to be heard when you're killing them and shooting them in the back? All I can say is I'm disappointed. All I can say is that you proved me right. That you all are racist. If you remember what I asked last time, it was to prove us wrong. Because communities of color already knew you would fail us. But I had an inkling of faith that you would prove us wrong. Because Tempe prides itself on the fact that it's supposedly a blue dot in the Red Sea. And I have fought in Phoenix Council against the most deadliest police force, but Phoenix doesn't claim to be progressive. Phoenix admits it's conservative. So I thought, if there's anywhere we could win a victory in this hostile hellhole desert state, it might be Tempe. But I guess I was wrong, and that's why I hate Democrats and liberals. Because I think Republicans and conservatives tell us that they hate us and make it obvious that they are racist. We know where they stand. Democrats tell us they're the anti-racist party and that we have to support them or else the bad guys will win. And I have come to the same conclusion as Martin Luther King Jr. And I quote his letter from a Birmingham jail. First, I must confess that over the last few years I have been gravely disappointed in the white moderate. I have almost reached the regrettable conclusion that Negro's greatest stumbling block in the stride toward freedom is not the White Citizens Council or the Ku Klux Klaner, but the white moderate, who is more devoted to order than justice, who prefers a negative peace, which is the absence of tension, to a positive peace, which is the presence of justice, who constantly says, I agree with you in the goal you seek, but I can't agree with your methods of direct action, who paternalistically feels he can set the timetable for another man's freedom, who lives by the myth of time and who constantly advises the Negro to wait until a more convenient season. Shallow understanding from the people of goodwill is more frustrating than absolute misunderstanding from people of ill will. Lukewarm acceptance is much more belittling than outright rejection. And I end quote. Tempe City Council, MLK was talking about you. You say that you're progressive. You say that you
process doesn't work for us. And I know that you're currently spending tax dollars to do work on unlearning your racism and have a diversity officer. Well, did they not tell you that institutions are institutionally racist and that these systems, by their very design, are designed to fail us? So when you say you have to follow the process and make no attempt in intervening in this racist system, you are telling us that you have to follow racism. Did they not tell you that the police were created to catch slaves and kill natives, and that when you stand with the police, you stand with slavery and genocide? You hypocritically host unity marches for the diversity while remaining silent about the genocide you are responsible for. And let me remind you about what MLK has said again. To remain silent in the face of oppression is to choose the side of oppressor. You apply and give yourselves awards for human rights, but you justify shooting children in the back. Dalvin Hollins was shot in the back at 19 in 2016, and there's still no justice. And now they shot Antonio, a 14-year-old in the back. And when they demand justice, you demonize children. You bring up every mistake they ever did as a child with an undeveloped prefrontal cortex, and then blame them for their own murders. Now, you may ask why I have this book here on the Nazi doctors. Well, for starters, I'm prepared for my comprehensive exams, and my research is on why Western society won't address climate change. More specifically, my research is on the colonizer mentality, the psychological conditions that allows for our society to allow business as usual, which equates to our collective suicide and allows for silence on genocide. Let me read you a passage real quick. The reason that the Nazis doctors were able to commit genocide was because of the process of doubling of the self. A dialectic between two selves in terms of autonomy and connection. The individual Nazi doctor needed his Auschwitz self to function psychologically in an environment so antithetical to his previous ethical standards. He needed his prior self in order to continue to see himself as a humane physician, a husband, and father. The Auschwitz self had to be autonomous and connected to the prior self that gave rise to it. We have a paradox of killing self being created on behalf of what perceives as one healing or survival. This allows for the avoidance of guilt. The second self tends to be the one performing the dirty work. This allows the splitting or disassociation. This can denote something about Nazis, doctors, suppression of feeling, or psychic numbing in relation to the participation of murder. Now you may wonder what that has to do with this today, and let me tell you. When you tell us that you're following the process, you're doing the same thing that the Nazis doctors were doing, saying that they were just following orders. There is no difference. You are justifying genocide. So I want you, when you go home tonight, when you hug and kiss your kids goodnight, do not allow yourself to split. Understand, many of you are parents yourself. What would you do if it was your son?
Good evening. My name is Mario Martinez, and I live in Tempe. I am here to address the city council about the Kobe Granville investigation, which is not related to this police department discussion, although I respect everything that these people are saying. I appreciate that. First of all, with the obvious exception of Kobe, I have complete confidence in all members of the council as far as integrity on this council matter. In regards to the reference report that was recently released, there was a transcribed interview between Kobe and the outside counsel. There is strong evidence that Kobe, at least in the incident that involved me, was not truthful. Okay? In this interview, Kobe told the outside counsel that in reference to a city hall parking area encounter, it was just right by the city hall, in relations to a public hearing held on February 20th, 2018, that he filed a police report about me, which was fine with me. So after I read that in the report, I called up the police records department and I asked about it, and well, they told me it didn't exist. Okay, they told me that and I want to point out that they they just had no record of it. The police investigated, the ID, which was 18338. The representative told me that there was no police report regarding that incident in his name or mine. And don't ask me why Kobe would tell the investigator that when he knew there was hardcore evidence that it wasn't true. Quite frankly, it appears that Kobe lied to me. I sincerely hope that when you decide to put a conduct issue, that you consider Kobe's propensity to lie. There's only two possibilities here. I'll be perfectly candid. Either Kobe is lying, or he has some sort of psychiatric condition that he thinks these fictitious events are true. I mean, look at the evidence. Look at the evidence in the report. I mean, it's not a nice thing to think about, but there was evidence that he raped the minor. There was evidence that he sexually assaulted a minor when she was 17 years old. That is not evidence of a strong psychiatric condition, and we are better. Thank you.
If I could ask Chief Moore, if you could have a copy of that police report provided to Mr. Martinez as well as the council, and I'll provide a copy of that I have.
Yeah, look and see it. They told me it doesn't exist. And I can tell you the police have contacted me.
Thank you. Next is Mr. Michael Roy. Michael Roy. Gary Richardson. Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm actually coming up here to speak about, sir. My name is Aaron Richardson. I reside like the border of Tempe, Chandler. I'm in Chandler, though. I just think it's kind of ridiculous that the figures of power here are able to discriminate against color, against anything, against disability. It was obvious to everybody here that that member that was in here had a mental disability, and you decided you wanted to threaten and harass him. He left because he was scared of you, sir. Do you know that? Do you know that? He was scared of you. He was scared of prosecution, and he just wanted to speak like I am right now. Okay? I feel like everybody should be able to speak, no matter what their color is, no matter what's wrong with their head, they should be able to speak, and you should have nothing to say to them. Okay? Do you understand me, sir? Okay. Thank you. Yep. Hold up. Let me record too. When I came in here, they harassed this man walking his dog, a service dog, and they wanted him to walk through without his dog. I believe that's against the Americans with Disability Act, and if you want me to find it, I will and bring it to your office. When do you want me to come? Ooh. So, thank you. Okay.
Next
Thank
is
you.
Jessica Burns.
Thank you, sir. It's ridiculous.
My name is Jessica Burns. I'm a resident from Boston. As a couple of the other speakers, I was also one of the 4 arrested last month. And I'm not only frustrated with the shooting investigation, but other things. So just to start with the investigation, got the same thing as everybody else. To fire the officer that shot Antonio Arce, and to provide the Tempe Police Bureau with private subpoena and a hire a fire police officer. We'd also like to spot parking in the Antonio Arce Memorial Park, and a fully transparent investigation into the wrongful death of Antonio Arce. The last thing, well, another thing, is for the chief to be fired. You're not gonna fire her, just send her back to us. She was a shit sheet there, so she was on here. I'm not a joke, you guys. Okay, so Elsinore High School had a shooting a few years ago, and they waited over the weekend until those kids were back in the classroom that the shooting occurred in to go in and arrest them. They knew all weekend who the kids were, and they waited until you're in class with the other kids to go in and arrest them. That's the whole investigation. All their investigations as well. Another thing. There's only one city council member up here that agreed with me, and it's actually The fourth thing, during our arrest, a couple people got hurt. I sustained a pretty moderate concussion, and was told by Sergeant Stone, not sure where he went, that you guys would investigate that. That didn't happen, and they're not. Yeah. By the way, next 36 on about accountability.
Is anyone else in the audience wishing to address us? Please come down, state your name, place of presence for the record. Is anyone else? Yes, sir. Please come forward, state your name, place of presence for the record.
My name is Leonard Clark, and look, I understand, you're like, wow, why are these people yelling at me, being mean to me? But the thing is, a 14-year-old child, 400, 500 feet away, body cam footage, was summarily executed. And I know you might say, well, Leonard, the Supreme Court says, under the vaguest of excuses, the most ambiguous reasons, a child who is fleeing 500 feet away, skinny little 115-pound little boy, who never turns once back, gets shot in the back, summary execution by the officer, judge, jury, and executioner. They, our friends say, hey, don't be an armchair quarterback. But we have the video cam. We also know, the video cam part you wouldn't show us, but supposedly showed the reporters, that he got there, he was using obscenities, this officer. Oh, come on, partner, put your arm out. As young Antonio is face down, drowning in his own blood in the United States of America, in what I thought was a progressive city. I'm sorry. I do feel empathy even for you. I'm not going to hate, but, this is a 14-year-old child. So I really don't care. I don't care if I'm angry at Democrats. I'm an independent progressive. And I don't know why the state legislators who oversee this district won't speak up as well. Okay? I don't see Senator Juan Mendez here. I don't see Representative Isela Blanc. I don't see Representative Athena Solomon. So I'm sick and tired of Democrats telling us that they stand up for us, and you can't even call for the Department of Justice. But I have to sit here and thank a Republican governor whom I disagree with totally politically, who says, Glendale Police Department, that's a whitewash investigation. But yet, a 14-year-old child is shot in the back, and you're going to hand it over to Bill Montgomery, a man who already botched up the Mesa killing. So, I'm sorry. I don't hate you. I actually love you too. But I'm not here to please you. A 14-year-old child has been executed. It's on body cam. Cussing, then he waits for 2 minutes. Oh, I can't do anything. Then the other two officers come, and they just have to put those handcuffs on the skinny little 14-year-old boy, Antonio, drowning in his own blood, in handcuffs. You could at least, at a minimum, call for the Department of Justice to investigate. They're doing it for the tasing, which they should do. Governor Ducey won't speak up. At least he spoke up for the other man in Glendale. And the obfuscation, all of it that the police are using, this is not what we do in the United States of America. This is what Putin does in Russia. This is what they do in third world countries. So, it's not about politics, but I will bring it up because you're not going to listen. Every one of you who is a Democrat should be primary. And you know what? All of the young Democrats in the audience and watching this on cable, when these Democrats tell you to go knock on doors for them, how progressive they are, actions matter. Your words are only words. At least at a minimum, call for the Department of Justice to investigate the summary execution of a 14-year-old child. I love you. I know that angers you. You're in a lot of pain, but think of the family and a 14-year-old child who's no longer here because an officer who's too lazy to chase after that little kid and is angry shoots him in the back. Judge, jury, and executioner. This is not the way it should be. Thank you.
Is anyone else want to speak? Yes, sir, please come forward.
My name is Jake Morris. I live in Chandler, but I'm an ASU student. Simple question, how many more? I know you can't answer that because of some bullshit excuse, but how many more? How many more are going to die? Hands of cops. People who at childhood, some of us had to pull not trust a cop at all. They're killers. How many more? How many more is it going to be? You know, how many have they shot already? And it's only March. You got 9 months left to go. You're gonna top 100? Gonna get a new record? Seriously, how many more is it going to take? It was 14. It was running away. How many more? Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Counselor, is anyone else in the audience wishing to address us? Could you please give your attention? Yes, please come forward.
Hello, my name is Megan. I'm here on behalf of Justice for Antonio and his brother Jason that was not able to make it today. We haven't seen anything, like, as far as, like, we're concerned, you guys haven't put in effort to this case. Because, for some of the students that have talked to that were Antonio's friends, we don't feel safe here anymore. We really don't. And I was with you at the youth town hall meeting, and I can say you genuinely speak from the heart, saying that you want the youth to be heard, but I'm here talking, and I want to know if I'm being heard, because you're shutting all of us down, and you haven't really put in your part into this. You said that you can't answer our question. Well, give us one of those spots to talk and answer our questions and let us be heard. Because how do we put in a request? Or can you not answer that?
No, I'll talk to you.
Can you answer her right now?
I'll talk to you. I can't talk right now, but after the meeting.
Okay, when?
Right now.
Right now.
That's what the Nazi doctor said
Right
too.
now, we're tired of you following orders.
This guy requested for like a record, right? Like earlier?
Okay.
How come you gave someone else a response and you won't give her a response?
I can talk to you after.
I don't want to
talk that. Please do. As I said again, I'm here for Justice for Antonio, and I stand up for what I believe in. Thank you.
Michael Clark? Clark, excuse me.
Hi, my name is Frankie Clark. I'm here representing Antonio Arce. I'd like to start my statement off by making a moment's silence for the families, members. This statement tonight is not about harassing or belittling or trying to condemn the public legal system in any way. This is about justice. A 14-year-old boy, 14-year-old kid, a human being that will never see the light of day ever again, who was shot back in the back twice, without a fair trial, without being read his rights, treated like a criminal. And I just think that's really a huge, it shows a lot about what our local department, what your guys' priorities are when it comes to the safety and the protection of this community. Last month when we were here, a second-story addition to a house was more important than a 14-year-old's life. Honestly, I'm not surprised that our city council would have those types of priorities, because our city council would also elect and hire a public and known predator, a sexual predator who also cleans up.
Boo!
Who actually came up to young girls after the protest and continued talking to us and continued
it's not surprising to me that that's prioritized in the city council. I am asking for the justice of Antonio Arce. I am asking for the release of the information of the officers who released the information of the detained people that were arrested to the private militia that has been harassing me and a bunch of other protesters. I would also like to talk about the correlation between the deadly exchange and the militarization of our local police department training with the Israeli army. I think the racist militarization and the criminalization happening within the Israeli army is directly correlated to the criminalization and the racist, violence, and murderous tendencies of our local police department. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience wishing to address us? Could you please get our attention? Yes, sir. Please come forward, state your name and place of residence for the record.
My name is Alex, and I'm all over the western states of the United States. I don't have a residence. This officer here is not even wearing a name badge. Your officers aren't accountable when they do stuff like this, and when they refuse to give their identification to people, so he's trying to act in a way like a plainclothes officer, which even that shouldn't be illegal either. That shouldn't even be legal either. And then your commander is not doing anything about it. So, also, next time you guys come through security, go in like everyone else.
Woo! That's right.
You guys are above everyone here. These guys hired you. It's not the other way around.
That's right.
All right, that's all the cards I have. Is there anyone else willing to address us? Could you please get our attention? Yes, ma'am?
Well, I did hear Ms. Clark, Hi, I'm Michelle Brown, I'm Katie here. I lived in Tempe, North Tempe since 1970, which predates most of you. I'm very happy to tell you I don't have a mortgage payment anymore on my house. I've lived in the same house for 37 years. I'm here regarding the Camden 2 development. I really appreciate it, and the council has approved to continue it. But I just want to reinforce the density of 497 units. It's absolutely incredible and not in keeping with the community and the North Tempe. Since they had their first hearing a month ago, Indian Neighborhood Association has also submitted information to the council disagreeing with the density of this apartment complex. We all stand by that. I went on to the Tempe Community Action Agency website the other day, and I didn't realize that they were doing this stuff. It's the first time I forgot of it. And if I'm not mistaken, and someone check my statistics, 21% of those people who live in North Tempe live below the poverty line. Of that 21%, 52% are single moms with children. So this really, really speaks to a great need for affordable housing in North Tempe. It really, really does. I just can't reinforce that enough. And I'm sure you've gotten a lot of material in the packets with lots of comments from people about the density of this complex. If they had said, yeah, we'll stick with 365, and that's none of us would be up here. 497 units in a very small area and a small community is just not acceptable. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wishing to address us with our unscheduled public appearances? Unfortunately, there's. Okay, go ahead. Teaching you place of residence.
Yeah, Mike Keeper, Mesa. Slightly different story. There's a lot of passion
That's right. That's right.
I wasn't there, so I didn't see what happened, but I understand it was people. We were just walking. And my encouragement is discernment, discretion. Let's infuse this a little bit and work together. So my appeal to Chief Warner is encourage the person, just drop those charges. Let's start fresh and have an open dialogue. Show good faith. Drop those charges.
Thank you. All the cards I have, is anyone else? Yes, sir.
That's right.
Place of business for record.
I'm Jude. I live in Arizona. Here's the deal. Your metro system with the security and police needs a lot of work. I was coming from the airport yesterday, and I have a camera. Does this look to anybody? A camera. Okay, this is not threatening.
Not unless you're doing something wrong.
That's right. So anyways,
Surrounded.
we're saying there are cameras.
Like 20 plus.
One of the security officers.
Dead serious.
Allied, no, we were back on the platform of the rail, and one of the security officers working, I believe it was Allied Universal, walked up and told me I couldn't record on that platform. Who pays for that platform? Taxpayers. I researched it. It's funded not only at a federal level, but city and state level too. So here's the deal. We had at least 7 police vehicles parked there with lights. They deemed it a hot call, a bunch of security. It's a waste of taxpayers' money. You ought to know what the First Amendment means. I mean, why are you so scared of the First Amendment? Everywhere we go, we are getting hassled. I had an incident the other night. I'm not going to discuss it right now, but it was a bad incident with one of the females, one of your Tempe officers on horseback. And that's going to come to light. We've already posted it. So you have to tell your officers to chill their
Calm
roll
down.
and just come at us with respect, because respect gets respect. And that's right. And we
That's
have
right.
every legal right to.
That's right.
Against you, police department, who are harassing us. And it's not. And
They're a giant
tell
gang.
me in this day and age, in this day and age, the Nazi war criminals said we're just doing our job. So you need to do your
Right.
job better.
Thank you. With that, that's all the cards we have. Thank you for coming. We are adjourned.
One more.
Wait.
This is an agenda item.
An agenda item.
No, it's an agenda item. I would
Please state
like
your name,
to talk
please.
about
Please state your name for the record.
Nissa. I'm sorry.
Open your ears. Hey, turn up your hearing aid.
I'm going to talk about item 5C8, African robots. Why would we need to buy, or our police have African robots against 14-year-old children? What would having military grade industry, whatever. Also, why the protesters getting arrested is also a violation of the First Amendment. The felony charges that were brought on to Vancouver does not make any sense, especially with him assaulting,
He's a
them
punk.
assaulting a officer, when in fact the officer is getting charged with murdering a 14-year-old child.
That's right. Tell 'em.
Grade weaponry, why would we use military grade weaponry against civilians? I would like to talk about that right now.
Agenda item.
It's an
Right.
agenda item, why would we
Do it.
need military grade weaponry
Come on. Come on. Make the statement.
Say it yourself.
Waiting.
Council voted for this tonight, it's for. It was already approved tonight, it was approved, it was under our procurement officer. And with that being said.
Why didn't you let us comment on it?
Are you still here?
Can we appeal?
Can you explain
Who
exactly
votes
what it is? Well, actually, I'm gonna take that back. It's a non-public hearing item, so you actually cannot talk about it?
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That's what we pay you for.
Stop following orders.
Item close, public item, Mr. Green, can you state what item 5B was?
Yes, Mayor, Council, this was a purchase for reconnaissance operations. Those situations, where there's a major situation where police needs to avoid city the person and to investigate that area.
Like with a 14-year-old?
signed up for that.
The robots are.
Yeah, that's your job.
Protect the officer and the public.
Protect the officer.
Protection from running?
Like, look at me, I'm like 5'8",
We're trying to answer the question.
from me. Not 5'8", 5'1", sorry.
The robots and opportunity communication, video is also available. So, the officers can be able to observe what's going on and try to
Can you give us an example? When would you use it?
Oh, hey.
I want to learn about the T-1000.
We'll be here next month. Don't worry.
See you next time. See
Yep.
you. We'll see you, Kubi.
Justice for Antonio!
Justice for
Justice for Antonio.
You work for us, Sylvia.
Stop the corruption.
Don't tread on me, I tread back.
That's right. Woo. Woo.
Cowards!
Young Jeffs will never work for you again.
Stop being cowards.
It's just a camera. I want his name because he doesn't have his name.
Badge number, where's his ID?
What's your name and ID?
What's your name?
He doesn't have his badge number posted on us. He's giving us a random number.
These officers need to follow the law. You want us to follow the law, right? Okay, well, they can follow the law.
Chief, make your officers follow the law.
Okay.
Yeah, how do we know it's real? How do we know it's the truth? What's his name and ID? I want it on a badge and a name tag.
Coward.
You're a punk.
Don't talk to us like you said.
Walk away like cowards.
Coward!
Come here and
You
answer
said
our
you were gonna
questions.
talk to us after.
You're a coward!
Come here and answer our questions.
Sorry, bro. How about you back up off them, buddy?
No, they're just gonna send the police on us like they did last time.
Questions. Come out here and answer our questions.
You won't answer our questions and then you send the police here to handle
Just wait
us.
them out. Sit quietly and wait them out. They'll come back and
Just
finish
like
the
last
meeting.
time.
They're gonna come back and finish the meeting if we just sit quietly.
That's what cowards do.
But they're gonna come back to finish the meeting anyway.
No, they adjourned.
That piece of shit security over there is stepping up on people like he's some badass.
That guy?
Yeah.
He was cool.
He needs to.
Hey, your stomach's gonna eat people. You step too close to them, buddy.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Let's go.
Follow the law. Yeah, I've had it the whole time.
They won't answer our questions, but then they send all these cops to come here and handle us. Just like last time.
Handle us.
Action. It's a coward's action.
Militarized police.
Well, there's
Stop being
a
punks.
welfare system. We pay them to work.
And what are they doing, standing around like little punks?
And I don't see any
Next time,
change
how
happening.
How are you?
some families far away,
tell your boss no, because it's not right. You guys don't realize what you do. You guys make homeless people.
And then they want to harass the homeless people.
Yeah. So tell your bosses no. You can do that.
Stand up like men.
You guys are your own men, or you should be. Not your own little
Yeah, you're all just little girls.
We're closed right now.
This is our building.
We're closed.
Yeah, no, this is our building. I can stand here, film, and talk all I want, buddy.
We're gonna close the building. 5 minutes.
Well, 5 minutes. Come at me at 5 minutes, bud.
Gotta close. Let's go.
Inside, that was very, when I witnessed crowd control, fight suddenly attacked.
Bring horses in here.
Don't put hands on them. You guys gonna leave or what? Building's closed.
It's our building.
You gotta go. What's up, Jude?
Hey, how are you?
Building's closed. Security guards arrested one of our buddies here.
What are you gonna do? Assault me?
No. It's time to leave.
This guy looks like he's ready to eat me. Thinks he's all intimidating. Look at this guy, guys.
We have a freedom of speech.
Are you getting wetter coming closer to me? Or
Are you?
do I smell good?
No, you don't smell good.
Well, then why you keep stepping up?
Because it's time to go.
Why don't you back up? This is my
You go
building.
back up.
This is my building.
It's not your building.
It is my building. I pay taxes for this building.
No, you don't.
Want to bet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna
Yeah,
provide you
where's your
shit.
job? Where do you work?
You don't need to know.
Exactly. You don't.
I do.
It's all right. Let's go.
Fuck
If
you.
you don't leave, you can be
go.
trespassed.
From a public building.
On our property.
Trespass.
From a public building.
You can be
You
trespassed.
trespass from a public building.
It's not
You
open
can be
24/7.
trespassed. Building's closed.
Are you gonna trespass them?
What
from a
time does
public
the building
sir?
close?
You're gonna
Closed right
trespass
now
them from
because the meeting's
our
done.
building?
It's a function.
Oh, you're gonna trespass them from a public building?
We're trying to close the building up, so it is
Okay, well,
Meeting's over. Meeting's over.
what if
trespass.
our meeting isn't? Because this is our building, right?
You can convene
We
outside.
pay taxes, we pay taxes, we're taxpayers.
The request is scheduled, right now the meeting is closed, so it's time to close the building.
We have a right to freely assemble per Constitution.
Outside.
Inside here.
We're freely assembling.
So are you saying this is private property?
Pay for.
No, we're saying it's time to close the building.
Oh, okay. So our tax dollars just don't matter. That basically is what you're saying.
We're saying that you just can't walk into any building and expect people to cater.
Well, I know that.
So
This-
you have to
I'm not saying that. I'm
And
saying
you
a
can't go
public
into
building. I'm not talking about
anyone's
any
house or
building.
car without
I wouldn't go into a
their
motel and do
consent.
this.
Stop doing that. You don't have, if you don't have consent from someone,
This is
leave
what I'm
their stuff
talking about,
alone.
guys.
We're just trying to be
This
cooperative.
is what I'm talking about.
You do the same. We're asking.
And
you-
I'm
time
asking
to-
you to be
Close
cooperative.
the lights off, time to close the meeting up, time to go home.
Well, our cameras can record in very low light.
We have the right.
And I got flash.
I understand, you can assemble outside all you want.
Until you close that too?
No, you're not closing outside.
Once you become Nazi Germany again, you will.
Are we gonna have to show you our papers?
Is there a form that I can have all you guys fired? Or maybe vote to have you guys all fired?
I agree. They're all just a bunch of punks standing there.
See, this is tyranny.
Go home and beat your fucking wives.
This is straight up
Your
tyranny.
dogs. Rape
You
your
see,
fucking
this
daughter
thin blue
again.
Line, I mean, this brotherhood, the thin blue line, and I mean, the people that hang the flag that they turn blue with the thin blue line, do they not know the law of the flag of the United States of America? I mean, I'm going to be on a personal mission to get all those destroyed because it defaces the flag and it's illegal. So if I come to your police station, I find a blue ISIS flag, yeah, we're gonna want some corrective action because you're defacing the flag, and I want those flags
On
gone.
tax dollars. On
On
other
tax
people's
dollars.
funds. You're defacing the flag.
And I don't care if you pay for it out of your own pocket. They're gonna go. Because it's gang mentality, and you know it.
And
Whether you admit it or not, it is.
Make sure this punk right here wears his name badge. And make sure that he identifies himself. Every officer needs to identify themselves when asked, verbally.
You guys don't understand, all we do is study law, so.
We're studying more than these punks.
Obviously, because of the response and reactions that we do get when we are filming in public, from public places, like our metro station without a ticket. Are you gonna arrest me
Your
if I don't have a
officers
ticket on the
beating
platform?
innocent people, killing innocent children. How can you sleep at night knowing that you guys do that?
You guys also separate families. You work with DCS, which is an organization that is constitutionally unfounded. It shouldn't even exist.
You poor guys, I feel bad for you guys, because these guys are just standing back like a bunch of little cowards, man, making you guys
and these
advance.
guys are the ones that tell you guys what to do, and you actually listen
And
to
I'm
them.
going to tell you, this guy was awesomely professional the other day, and this gentleman right here was very professional, way more professional than any of you that have interacted with me. And I say you as a general entity of the police force. You guys need to learn some professionalism and learn that this is a camera.
It's all part of the
not
mafia.
a weapon. It's not an assault camera, okay? It's a camera. Get used to them, because there's going to be a whole lot more. We're going to make you guys accountable, and we're going to demand transparency. Just like with this 14-year-old poor little child that got shot.
And the cameras aren't going to go back to your own hard drive where you can edit and delete it.
Or
We're gonna
masturbate to
demand
'em.
That it's all streamed to a private or a cloud that's accessed by the civilian review board only. That's the only way we can hold you guys accountable, to keep you guys from breaking laws.
The last thing to consider, how do you want your city represented? Because we're everywhere with these cameras. How do you want your city represented? Do you want it represented like they came up on us last night on the platform down here in Tempe? Do you want to represent your city like that? Do you want to have your city represented as a female cop on horseback slapping my camera when I'm performing a First Amendment protected activity? Slapping my camera? Yeah, we're going to be down at the station. We got the forms. We're going to follow this through, you know? And even, I know you guys aren't going to do nothing, but this creates a paper trail. And when there becomes a big enough paper trail, guess what? The public notices. So watch your behavior, because we're out there. I'm done. Mic drop.
One last word for everybody.
Fuck the police.
And he's professional too. That
Agreed.
man right there.
Agreed.
Thank you guys.